Hi, and welcome to Travels with Phil. I am Phil Constantine, and we are moving into New York with this video. We're going to be at the Kaaterskill Falls up in New York, not too far from the Hudson River. As you can see here, after being in Massachusetts for a while, I'm finally into New York State, or back into New York State, actually. I was there earlier. The map here shows you where Kaaterskill Falls is, and you can see it here, not too far from the Hudson, a little bit west of there. And it is a nice little hike coming up Spruce Creek, and some people say it's also Kaaterskill Creek. It all depends on which map you want to look at and who you want to listen to, as goes the pronunciation for the road here. It's either Kaaterskill, or some people just say Catskill, as in the common name for the mountains that are in the area here. Legendary Rip Van Winkle came through here and actually talks about these falls in the story Rip Van Winkle. So as you come up on this road here, it's a little rough to get to. I mean, the road is nice, but it's a very, very narrow little spot for pedestrians to walk along. And you can see here the trail. It is a bit steep as you go along, going up to see the falls, but they are very nice, 260 foot tall, 180 foot in one drop and 80 foot in the second one. These are the lower ones. I believe they're burrow, something like that. And you'll see a lot of moss on some of the rocks out here, and that's created some very dangerous situations in several spots out here. In fact, several people are killed out here. Usually, not this spot here that I'm aware of. A few people have been hurt. But when you actually get to the main falls, a couple of people have been killed. In fact, in one case, somebody died like 16 days after I visited there in these videos. But as you go up the trail, you see more and more of this rocky outcropping as it works its way along the edges of it. And you see a little bit of the falls every once in a while through the trees. As you get higher up, there you go. Beautiful. Very, very nice. The upper ones are the taller falls. And here you can see a little bit of perspective to let you know how tall it is. It is a nice hike. Not too bad in most spots up there. They keep trying to improve the trail because so many people keep falling down. And here you see some folks posing, and that's one of the problems.
Yeah, this appears to be the end of the Kaaterskill Falls, or the bottom part of it. Perspective there with all the people standing. This is off of 22A, 2A. It's supposedly the route that Rip Van Winkle, got my fairy tales confused, took with his dog, going from Catskill up to Haver Falls. Nice.
And those folks trying to take selfies out there, that's been one of the main reasons for people falling and hurting themselves and even dying, is trying to get out to a special spot that's away from the trail that's designed for folks and slipping and falling. Unfortunately, here's more video.
We'll continue. These are the middle and upper Kaaterskill Falls, I believe it's called. So y'all know I'm not very good at pronunciating words. Very pretty. There you go. That gives you an idea of how big it is. Nice breeze. Nice day for a hike. Can't go all the way up to the top. They say they're working on it. Travels with Phil continues.
And so continuing along the route here, going up to the level where you see the person that was standing there by the edge, and that's where I will be in the next video. In fact, this is the level here, and you can see that there's several shelves out here that have been worn down, but that's what the cascades are going over. And just beautiful. Here's some more pictures.
Travels with Phil continues at Kaaterskill Falls. Again, make it a guess on how it's properly pronounced. That's the upper falls. Gives you an idea how big. People in the water. Have a good place to cool off. These are the middle falls. And it goes down quite a ways down there. There's the perspective. There's a guy down there in a red shirt. Somewhere. It's hard to see in this. The glare. Very nice. Not too far from Catskill, New York. For all I know, that's the Indian word for Catskill is Kaaterskill.
Actually, skill or kill is Dutch for a creek.
There's the main falls right there. Rock stackers. Make a quick walk over here, see if I can get to the other side without falling off. If I do, it's been fun. Yeah, not going to jump over with all my equipment.
Evidently, one of the people who fell off and died recently was wearing flip-flops, so you just have to be extra careful in this slick rock, regardless whether it's here in New York or in Utah. It can be dangerous. Here's more video.
All right, Travels with Phil continues. The upper falls. Comes down a ways. A little bit of a pool and a cascade. And then another fall.
Drop off here is about 80 feet.
And a nice cool breeze. I could use Kaaterskill Falls.
Indeed, a look at the two shelves in the upper falls. Now that's about 180 feet. So here's some more video.
Hey, Travels with Phil continues from underneath the falls. See the mist coming off. It's over there'd be a rainbow. Just not quite the right angles.
A little platform up there on the left.
Expensive equipment on me out to getting under the water. But that is so pretty. I think it's the Kaaterskill Falls. Like I said, I think it's a variation of Catskill, but not sure.
And this is some of the moss kind of stuff that you'll see growing on the rocks. And again, just regular old flat, wet rocks can be slick enough, but add moss to it, it's another story. So let's look at some old photos of this area. It's been a touristy area since the 1820s now. There were a couple of large dwellings built, or hotels, I should say. Catskill Mountain Home, there was another one built later on up here at the top. This became the fancy place for folks to come in the 1820s. And from the 1826 era, Thomas Cole started doing some drawing up here in the area. And it came in through Haines Falls, and he made it look so glorious that it became a major tourist attraction. Now, it took a lot of effort to get there, but this artwork that came in, because it was so beautiful looking, it actually created its own school called the Hudson River School, and created an entire style of painting out here. Albert Bierstadt, one of my favorite painters, was in that. And so these are just some example of Thomas Cole's works from 1826, taken here of the falls themselves, sketching obviously, or drawing as you were. And this one is by Sanford Robertson Gifford in 1871, and then another one of the lake that feeds the falls here from Thomas Cole. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up by clicking on the button below. You're welcome to leave comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And finally, if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the button over on the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you again for watching.